Hey fellow dragons, I'm gonna do some audio rebalancing here. Yeah, actually, game's audio's too quiet. It's a paradox balance. There we go. Alright. Oh, and I have to jump in with Heishi immediately. Okay, do I got my material for the bit ready? Okay, I do have my bit material. As long as Ron doesn't come in wearing another fucking gas mask, I have bit material ready. Yeah, you should cook him something. There's nothing at Gallows more than getting a homemade meal from a cute girl. Right, Sakia? I agree. Okay, I have to rebalance things again. There we go. Yeah, everyone's at maximum volume. Don't mind them. Okay, that just gets skibby. Also, my nose is doing something. Oh no! Are we gonna? Oh boy. Oh, and you can step it up by making a dessert instead. Anytime biting a homemade sweet treat, you could just feel love. Personally, I'd feel the love in anything the lady I fancied made for me by hand. Ew, Saki, that was so sappy. And your point is? Are you trying to say men can't be sappy? That's quite the insult to our entire gender. I'm quite ashamed of you. Both of you can stop this ridiculous comedy routine now. Hey, this wasn't a comedy act. We were totally being serious. Oh no. The best thing to cheer an exhausted Masamune up is love and sugar. And I don't mean the sugar as in the euphemism for kissing. In other words, what we need to do is bake him some cookies. Cookies? Gar, have you ever baked before? in one of my books. Okay. Trying to deal with the frickin' music balance is a problem. Because no matter what, it's still gonna be quieter than me. But if it's too quiet, then you can't hear the game's pretty audio. But when you can hear the game's pretty audio very easily, I'm so quiet that I'm practically silent. I hate it. Did I read Kohara's line? Yeah, I think I did. I think I read this too, but I'm gonna repeat it. I see. Well then, the prudent course of action will be to ask Akito for help. I figured you'd say that. I already called him via telepathy. Really? Wow, that was thoughtful of you. Although it didn't feel like he was gonna come. Let me ask again. Oi, I told you to quit bugging me and leave me alone, you twerp. There you are. It's about time you showed up, Akito. About time my ass. Would you quit yammering in my head? It's driving me up the damn wall. Well, it's your fault for not coming when I called the first time. Shut up. I ain't a dog that has to come trotting up to you every time you yell. Closest one on this ship to being a dog is you, actually. This is your fault. I'm dead tired from cleaning up that toxic monstrosity you and that damned woman call food. I'm going to sleep, so leave me the fuck alone. Oh dear, there he goes. Perhaps Masamune should have banned Heishi and Nanami from the kitchen after all. Heishi, how often did you call for him? Oh, pretty much the whole time we were talking. I also talked to him at night a lot too. I think I'm starting to sympathize with him. Uh-oh, I guess I can't ask Akito-san for help. I think I remember seeing a cookbook in the library. Maybe I can do it myself? I don't feel very confident, though. Oh, no. Well, guess I'll just have to teach you how to do it myself. Really? Yeah, Nanami and I make stuff together all the time. I'm a pretty good cook, if I do say so myself. Everyone disagrees with you, Heishi. Everyone. You fucking... You fucking put sugar on fish, and other than a few very specific recipes, you don't fucking do that. Okay. One of two things is gonna happen. There's gonna be an insane amount of sugar in this. Okay, I don't remember, but fuck it! I mean, Koharu's stupid. She wouldn't know better. It's in character for her to... Well, shit. It's in character for her to do that. Shit. I didn't read it. Rewind. Well, since you were kind enough to offer, I would love to have you help me, Heishi-kun. Oh no, who's... Okay, that's webcomics. Alright, that one's gonna do it like 3 more times. So let's make sure that's quiet. Alright, there we go. Roger. Okay then, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So what to make? Humming happily to himself, Heishi-kun began pulling out various ingredients. Wait a minute, you can't seriously be letting Heishi, of all people, help you. Why not? He made such a kind offer to help teach me. If we're cooking, you should let me handle it. Nanami? Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, this will not end well. We must stop them. Damn it, Sakuya. This might not even be the correct choice, but we'll see. Oh my, oh my, look at the time. We have something else we were going to do this afternoon. I'm afraid we won't be able to help you. Sakuya? I know this seems heartless of me, but please forgive me. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if something untoward happened to you here. What are we making? Well, we don't have much time, so how about we keep it simple and make cookies? Cookies sounds good. Oh no. We'll need flour and butter and, what else? I'll go to the library and see if I can find a cookbook. Nah, don't bother. We don't need one of those. We can just wing it. You need a recipe for baking. You cannot just wing it. You follow the recipe, and then you can add embellishments from there. But you have to know what you're doing in order to be able to add the embellishments. And you two, no. I have a secret ninja supplement with me. It works wonders. Wonders? On what? Now, cookies are supposed to be sweet, so we should add, this much sugar? this was a very different mistake. There. Huh, weird. It doesn't want to mix together well. Cookies are supposed to be brown, right? What else is brown? Meat? Meat? I don't think meat is supposed to go into sweets. Really? Huh. Oh, duh, I know. Brown sugar. That'll definitely be brown. You're putting even more sugar in it. Oh boy. I need my lemonade for a second. Here we go. Hey, Yoshi. You're an idiot. Yeah, I told you, remember? Sweetness is love. The more sugar means more love. More sweetness equals more love. Oh no. Okay, so I don't know if this is how it goes bad, but this is definitely not how this is supposed to happen. This was definitely the wrong choice either way. Come on, Koharu, pack all your feelings for Masamune into the sugar and pour it in. Okay. When they were done, I happily trotted off to deliver the cookies to Masamune-san. For some reason, he looked a little skeptical when I told him what they were. Oh dear, maybe he doesn't like sweet things. Indeed he doesn't. Depressed, I shuffled off to bed. Oh. I think that I did pick the one I wanted. I picked the right one. I picked the wrong one, but I picked the right one, if you know what I mean. The next morning, I woke to a big surprise. I headed to the dining hall to get breakfast. Masamune-san and Hami-chan and Mikoto-chan were all there, and the girls were clutched in his strong arms, one cradled against either side. He's hugging them? Why would he do that? What's going on? We got the bad ending, bitch. Unhand me, you scoundrel. Lech. Masamune-san. Yeah, he has a joke ending. That's not a proper greeting. Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Do you mind if I ask what you're doing? That's what I want to know. This morning he suddenly spouted some nonsense about proper education and refuses to let me go. Huh? He said it was manners training or something. Oh, but then what about everyone else? Heishikun and Sakura-san and... Yeah. Cookies with a insane fuck ton of sugar did this. Cookies. Think about the implications of this. And no, he would not be wearing the mask for this bit. He would no longer give a fuck. Nope, this is just for you three. See, all of you are lacking proper womanly charms. I figured someone had to teach them to you. Me. But what? Masamune, someone's gotten into you! Snap out of it! Forcing people to do what he wants, this isn't like him at all. Boy, Cocker, you just walked in on some bullshit right here, man. Yo, morning everyone. Sorry to worry you yesterday, but I'm all better now. Kakeru-kun? Huh? You four are the only ones here, but it's almost time to eat. Where's everyone else? Well then, since I spent all that time recovering, what do you say I get a little exercise dragging those lazy slugs out? Kakeru-kun, no! Help! Something's wrong! Masume's son isn't acting like himself! Huh? He's not? Oh, I see. Do you know what's happening? Did someone give him something sweet to eat yesterday? Something sweet? Yes, I gave him some cookies yesterday. You? Ah. See, Masamune's got a unique quirk. If he eats too much sugar at once, it's kind of like alcohol for him. He starts acting like he's drunk. This, though, this is beyond wasted. What? Yeah, and he's not exactly a friendly drunk either. He knows what happens to him, so he tries to avoid that stuff whenever he can. Guess he let himself slip this once. Ah well. I'm not equipped to handle him when he's like this. I'll leave that up to you. Peace, bye. Huh? You what? Leave it up to who? Even when he's drunk, Masamune isn't the kind of guy to be that cruel to women. Says you, man. Besides, he should get out of his system soon anyway. Fourth wall! Still, you lucky bastard, Masamune. You got the harem ending. I'm jealous. Kakeru-kun! What, you fourth wall breaking little... Huh. It's time to begin. I'm going to teach the three of you very thoroughly. Kakeru could have done something, you know. And Mikoto's not exactly using her barrier either. There were ways out of this. They just wanted to play this up for jokes. But no. Like, they did, like, the fact that this is what they decided to do. Seriously? Kakeru-kun was completely wrong. Masamune-san didn't get over it quickly at all. Maybe it was because the cookies had so much sugar, or the ninja potion Nanami put in. Whatever it was, Masamune-san never changed back. From that day forward, we three girls were at the mercy of Masamune's lessons. Yes, even Koharu. He ignored all orders from the world and turned the ship into his own personal kingdom, which he ruled with an iron fist. And that's the joke bad ending for Masamune. I still only partially understand what the fuck was going on there. But that shit is under the surface. I already got Akita-kun to do all the work making the porridge and rice balls. This time I want to do it myself. Thank you, but I think I'll try doing it on my own. Oh, why? That is a very wise decision. Quite wise. You definitely don't want Masamune's shit side to come out. The most intense version of it at that. Seems you've averted a bad ending. It's definitely common sense if you ask me. Heishi shouldn't be cooking in this room at all. I'll go to the library and see if there's a cookbook I can borrow. What was that shit Sakuya was saying? Maybe I can offer you some assistance. Really? Oh my, are you planning to make something for me, perhaps? No, of course not. I'm just concerned and want to help her out. I don't want Heishi anywhere near this. Thank you so much, Mikoto-chan. Why does no one like my amazing cooking? There. It's probably best for us to make ourselves scarce. Seriously, get out of this kitchen, now. Not for me, huh? Mikoto-chan and I went to the library, found a nice cookbook, and returned to the kitchen. We decided to make a Western sweet, cookies. I'd never had any before, but Mikoto-chan said that they were really yummy. We'll need butter, sugar, flour. That should be all that should be all the required utensils. Thank you. How many cookies do you think we should make? Based on that previous ending, like 2, maybe? Cause, holy shit. Just a butt-fuck ton of sugar should not have done that, even with Masamune's weird, fucked up condition. These are only for Masamune, right? I doubt you will need to make that many. Huh? Aren't you also gonna make some for Sakuya-san? Well, why would you mention him all of a sudden? Oh, I was just making these cookies for Masamune-san because he's my partner and I wanted to do something nice for him. So I thought that maybe since you were helping me, you might want to also make something like that for Sakuya-san. A friendly gesture for my partner? Yeah, just as a partner. I guess I will give him some, if there are any left over. Well, we have plenty of ingredients to make 2 batches. Only if there are leftovers. That is enough. That is enough talking. We should hurry up and get started. Okay. We both washed our hands and set to making cookies. It was the first time I'd ever baked anything for someone else. It was a lot of fun. Boy. Drat, I cannot make this dough look proper. The ones I made for myself at home looked so cute. The cookbook says to make little balls and then squish them a little. Oh, it also says if we take too long, they'll get sticky. Like this. Yeah, that looks really pretty. It's perfect. I have to say a big thank you to you, Mikoto-chan, and to Otomaro-san for giving me this idea. And Masamune-san too, because it's because of him that I have a reason to try baking for the first time. We cracked the oven door open and peeked inside. The smell of baked cookies filled the room. Well, they smell all right. Yeah. Oven mitts firmly on, we reached in and pulled the cookie sheet out. Oh! The cookies were a beautiful golden brown and looked absolutely delicious. They weren't all shaped perfectly, but the way they puffed up looked almost exactly the same as the picture in the cookbook. They look all right, too. Yes, they do. However, there is still the matter of how they taste. I'm sure they taste just fine. After all, you measured out all the ingredients precisely as the cookbook said. True, I still think we should both taste test one before we give them out to other people. On 3, yes? Okay. I picked up a piping hot cookie and held it up to my mouth. I clutched the cookies to my chest as I dashed off to deliver them to Masamune-san. The sight of Sakuya-san's beaming smile when Mikoto-chan gave him his share popped into my mind. He looked so happy to get those cookies from Mikoto-chan. Mikoto-chan fidgeted and looked awfully embarrassed when he said he liked them, but I think she was fighting to hide her shy smile. I wonder if Masamune-san will like them too. Hold on. Kakeru being still sick is a thing, so... Yeah? It's me, Koharu. Oh, shit, hold on. Why is that? There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. What is it? I thought I told you that you shouldn't come around too often. I know, I'm sorry, but there's something I just really wanted to give to you. Huh? Here, they're called cookies. Oh, they should be perfectly edible. I tasted them myself and everything. You made these? Yes. They're sweets, right? Oh dear, don't you like them? No, I didn't say that. Thanks, Koharu. I'll make sure to enjoy them later. Oh, okay. See ya. This mask always takes longer to disappear than he does. All the energy suddenly emptied out of my body. Instead of feeling bouncy and vibrant, I felt dead tired thinking about it. I hadn't eaten anything today aside from that cookie. I feel so exhausted. It must be because I didn't eat anything. I wonder if Masamune-san tried the cookies I gave him. For the sake of the ship, I hope he didn't. I would have liked to see him try one. No, you wouldn't. I knew very well just how self-centered that thought was. Just be happy they were the normal ones. And not the ones with several butt-tons of sugar. Masamune-san was very busy taking care of Kakeru-kun, who was very sick. Barging in and dumping sweets on him was rude of me, and I'm sure it must have bothered him. I'm feeling pretty thirsty. I'll go get some water from the dining hall. The hall's uncommon common areas where everyone usually hung out were quiet and empty now. It felt weird to walk through them hearing nothing but the sound of my own footsteps. Maybe Masamune-san doesn't even like sweet things. But he probably felt that he couldn't say that after I made them. I bet he took them just to be polite. I should have asked him what his likes and dislikes were first. Huh? I think I hear something. It's weird. What is that? Who could it be at this hour? Masamune-san? What's he carrying? Oh, it looks like the bag of cookies I made for him. Masamune-san looked around very carefully. I was in a shadow, though, so he didn't seem to notice me. Where's he going at this hour? And with the cookies, too. He's taking them outside? Oh no, what if he's on his way to throw them out? No, Masamune-san wouldn't do that, would he? I mean, he's a different kind of dick than that. Oh, but maybe. The roof? Why'd he come up here? Oh! In the light of the moon, Masamune-san slowly opened up the little bag of cookies. Oh, whew, he's eating them. I don't know why he felt he had to come up here at this hour to do it, but I'm happy that he ended up trying them. He did that with the cookies in the other ending, fellow dragons. Except those cookies had such an insane amount of sugar and whatever the fuck potion Nanami threw in there. So, yeah. Dude's... It permanently fucked him up. Worse than he already is. Tomorrow I'll ask him what his likes and dislikes are. That way I'll know what to try making for him next time. As quietly as I could, I turned and I headed for the stairs. Oh! Oh! I stepped on a stick and made a noise. And tripped. Did Masamune hear me? I wonder if he'll be mad if he finds out I followed him up here. But even if he is upset, I'm sure he would forgive me. Masamune-san is super nice. Before I knew it, he was standing behind me. I didn't hear a sound at all. I let out a little yelp in surprise. Oh. Why the scream? Oh, I'm sorry, you just startled me, For a moment, I thought you were scared of me. She should be. Her mental age is that of a much younger person. She may be 17, but her mental age is definitely lower than that, given the shit she's been through. And you're in your 20s. And I think with the shit you've been through, your mental age is older than that, so... Definitely the worst fit in the game, with maybe one exception. My opinion that Koharu should not be dating anyone due to her mental age and still stands, no matter what. even with the Senri route, which the two of them are much closer in age and kind of closer in mental maturity, Senri's still got a mental and emotional age higher than she does, and she's just not ready to be in romantic relationships, given what she's been through. She should not be dating anyone. For a moment, I thought you were scared of me. Again, she should be. No, I'd never be afraid of you, Masamune-san. Again, you should be. I'm not afraid of him, but it's weird. He seems kind of different from usual. Like he kind of has no sense of boundaries at all anymore. Wait, why is his hand on my hip? Not at all, eh? That's not very smart of you. I told you, remember? You have to be careful around men. You're right about one of those lines, but not in the way that you think. But I thought that was only in regards to Itsuki-san. You're different from him. Oh, am I? How? Tell me, how am I different from Itsuki? Masamune-san was standing so close I could feel his warmth. At some point, the hand on my hip was replaced by his arm, and he suddenly pulled me into what was almost an embrace. Well, I guess not almost. It is one. He's... God, you're so cute. I hate this fucking man. I fucking hate him. This is the point in the game where it started making me uncomfortable. The choices between definite toxic red flag behavior and the joke ending, which is just the more intense version of this. And I did not get the joke ending first because it's like, oh no, Heishi should not be anywhere near the kitchen. Once I found out that this ending existed, I went back. I'm like, well, what happens? What would have happened if I had done that? Oh, that's what would have happened. Somehow that's actually better than the actual bad ending. This is supposed to be the joke ending. This is not. This is only slightly better. Cute. Oh my gosh, I suddenly feel so funny inside. I have to change the subject. Heishikun said the same thing to me earlier today. He said I was cute like a little sister. I've never been told that before. It's like when I came aboard the ship, I got new big brothers, Heishikun and you. It makes me really happy. Heishikun is super nice, but you seem a lot more like a real big brother. Koharu. Yes? You have a bad habit of taking people's words and running with them without realizing what those words truly mean. I have lost I don't even remember what voice I was doing for this fuckwad before. Looks like I'm going to have to give you a thorough lesson in what exactly I meant by cute. Hey! Bad. She did not consent. She was not expecting that. You back off. Bitch, she's pushing your ass away. Clearly, based on the context of this line. Even Itsuki respects consent. And Itsuki's got his own fucked up shit going on. No, not yet. Class isn't even close to over. I'm so fucked. Yeesh. That's a heavy sigh. That's a heavy sigh. Is something the matter? Why do you look severely hungover? Why don't I make you some tea? Were you and Itsuki drinking again? No, thanks. I was just on my way to the library for a study session with Koharu. Hopefully she doesn't kill me for... Why would she kill you? What did you do? Either way, I won't hold you up. You mustn't leave a lady waiting. It's hardly polite. I've done so many impolite things. All of my self-control went out the window. I am fucked. Let me guess. Something happened involving her. I just couldn't stop myself. Did you forget what consent is, you bastard? This is precisely why I was against allowing alcohol on this ship in the first place. Just the thought of something happening to Mikoto because somebody was drunk. No, it wasn't alcohol. Although it did turn into it once it was in my blood. Oh, then what was it? Sure. What did you do to Koharu? If I told you, I expect that you'd refuse to speak to me for the rest of my natural life. Oh, no. You have it wrong. I would castrate you. And if it had been to Mikoto instead, you would be dead. In fact, in this case, I really need to know. I may have to take measures to prevent you coming anywhere near Mikoto. Ugh. And that's what happened. There's not a single respectable, trustworthy elder on this entire ship, is there? No, I don't despise you yet. While I do have nothing but utter disdain for womanizers who see the fairer sex as toys and love as a game, I do want to castrate you, by the way. If you're going to promise your fidelity and treat her properly, I have no complaints. I will still need to castrate you for your lack of consent. I already know. Just get it over with. Are you sure you don't need to get going? I can deal with that. The castration can come later. I said get it over with. Besides, I still have some time. I guess I will go ahead of you because this is still on screen and these sorts of things must be done off screen, you see. Huh? Go ahead. Wait. Are you going to the library too? Yes, Mikoto's an impending danger, after all. Huh? What? Oh. Why are you staring at that storybook so intently? Oh, hi Mikoto-chan. Hi Nanami-chan. I've never read storybooks before. I've never read storybooks before, so it's not like I have any idea. But are they really something that complex? Hardly. They are colorful books meant for children to read. Yeah, they aren't that complicated, but they are really good things for people to read. You can learn lots from them. Even the simplest stories have important life lessons in them, if you look. For example, people who do good things get rewarded. Not that is the most fictional part of that. You can do plenty of good things and then not get rewarded and still have things like, say, your job beat you down until you're stuck in the mental hospital and can't do anything except cry. And people who do bad things get punished. Again, not always. Especially not if those bad people are in a position of even moderate power. Whether it be political or otherwise. If the bad people are in a position of power, you can't do jack shit to them until you get them out of power. or unless you get other people of power to do something about them. And that's often harder than just getting the person out of power. It's a mess. Huh. Some of the stories can be scary, though. Sometimes at the end, the bad guys lose their eyes, or worse. Wow, those tales sound a bit grim for children to be reading. Actually, that's who wrote them. Children wrote these. No, some guy named Grimm. The traveler I knew would sometimes bring me books to read. Ah, yes, that traveler, another person who needs to be kicked hard in the dick. If you came from Kakeru's route, you know. You absolutely know. He didn't have as many different kinds of books as this library does, though. What kind of books have you read? Mostly fairy tales, really, but I've read some books on manners, insect encyclopedias. Insects? My word. You mean bugs? Yeah, the traveler brought me a really big book about them. The world of insects is really fascinating. Ugh. Then there was the one on geology. Geology, a book about rocks. Well, yeah, the Earth, but rocks are great too. Feldspar, dolomite, pyrite, they're all so pretty. None of those books sound like they would have much application in the real world. That traveler definitely didn't give you any useful books on purpose. Anyway, what made you decide to pull out this many fairy tales and read them? I was thinking about kisses and how the princess often doesn't get to consent to the kisses. They kind of just happen. Unless the princess initiates it, and then usually the prince is the one not having given consent, and they're all bad. Sleeping Beauty is the worst, especially the actual version of the story. I picked up the book about Sleeping Beauty, opened it up, and showed them both a picture. It was the scene with the kiss. The prince comes and woke her from the century-long sleep with a kiss. I used to think these were simply foolish tales for children, but this is horrible. Have either of you had something like this happen to you? What? Are you seriously asking me that? Well, I'm sorry, was that something I'm not supposed to ask? do something as improper as kiss someone. Huh? Kissing is an improper thing to do? Well, you see... There are lots of kissing scenes in the fairy tales I've read. I'm sure it's actually meant to be something very special. But what about kisses in reality? What do they mean? Do they have any meaning at all? I don't know enough to say if they're just as important in reality or as they seem in the stories. Can you tell me, Mikoto-chan? Koharu? Kisses are a very special thing in reality. Shit. Kisses are very special things in reality as well. They are not meant to be given lightly. Sakuya-san? After all, a kiss is a means of expressing your heartfelt feelings to your loved one. Expressing your feelings? Mikoto, do you have a moment? I need to speak with you. Sakuya, why is there blood on your hands? Don't worry about it. Is that Itsuki's blood? Not this time. Then, of course. It was Nisho's answer that you were looking for. Also, I'm also concerned about the blood on his hands. Yeah. What's with your sudden interest in it? Well... Fairy tales may have a lot of life lessons in them, but in reality, things don't happen exactly the same way as they do in the stories. Animals can't talk, sprites don't exist, and so they can't play mischievous pranks. Of all the things written in fairy tales, kisses are one of the few that also happen in reality. I wonder if Sakuya-san is right, and kisses are just as important in real life. I never read any fairy tales, so I can't say anything about them. But I believe Nisho when he said he thinks the kisses are special. However, as for the other guys... What? It can be different for different people! I don't really know myself. But maybe Muraboshi might be different from the others. Oh, is this one of the many ones where it seems like For most of Koharu's routes, Nanami gets stuck with Ron, and that's kind of fucked up. Huh? What about Ron? It's nothing. I wonder why she brought up Ron. Maybe it's because they're partners. Nanami and I did talk about Ron pretty recently. I think she said... How are you and Ron getting along? Terribly. He's the worst. Huh? He's the most problematic route in the game. You're currently in the, Ron's the most problematic route in the game. Oh my, what happened? Did he say something mean to you? It's nothing. Please tell me the truth. You shouldn't have to hold that all inside. It's nothing. I'm not holding anything inside. I was just teasing you earlier. It was a lie. This is the lie. A lie? You mean that was a joke? Yep. No, this is. It would be nice if she was just joking, but it didn't seem like she was. Nanami-chan, are you sure you're alright? Yep. So you're getting along with Ron then? Shit. Muraboshi and I are getting along. Oh good, I'm so glad to know that you and Ron are friends. That's what she said then. Did she bring him up because they're friends? Maybe she has already talked with Ron about this kind of thing. Oh, ew. She's 16 and he's 20-something. That's concerning. Right about that time, Heishin-kun came and asked Nanami-chan and Ron to run an errand together in town. They didn't return that night, and Nanami-chan hasn't said much about what happened. Nanami-chan, did something happen between you and Ron? Oh. No, nothing. He hasn't kissed me or anything like that. What? Oh. Oh, what? Why is my foot in my mouth? Oh, nothing. But I wasn't asking her anything about Ron kissing her. the inside of my mouth still tastes like foot. Muraboshi hasn't told you anything, has he? No, nothing. I don't talk to Ron. He doesn't show up very much in any of these routes. Unless he actually has an important part in them. I'm going to go see my partner and rinse the taste of my own foot out of my mouth. Okay? Literally just happened. Literally just happened. So, Sakuya-san thinks kisses are supposed to be special things, but also he had blood on his hands when he said it. Wonder what Masamune-san thinks. 2 days had passed since that night. Oh, 2 days. Masamune-san was even more busy than usual, and we hardly had any time to talk to each other. Today would be our first lesson in a while. I read a book in the library while I waited for him to arrive. If that kiss was meant to be a special thing, I wonder what will become of me and Masamune-san now. We don't know if Kakeru's not better or not, so this shit's gotta go back on. Oh shit. Bit mask, bit mask, bit mask. Oh, Masamune-san. Thanks for taking the time to teach me today. Sure. Oh. Fuck it. There we go. Now it's hidden. Pretend he's still wearing it because I cannot. Pretend he's still wearing it because I cannot make it fit his face right now. So then it's like this. Oh, I see. Is Kakeru-kun still sick? Yeah. He's acting just like he usually does. You know, Masamune-san only ever wears glasses during our study sessions. I wonder why that is. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's just, There. What? Is there something on my face besides the mask and glasses? I was talking about the glasses act. I was staring at the glasses, actually. Ah. Yeah, the glasses definitely are on the face. Do they look weird? No, I was just thinking. I don't wanna... Okay, you know what? No, bit's over. I can't keep the bit up forever. The bit will return later. It'll return into the center route. It's fine. At this point, they've probably determined that Kakeru is not contagious anyway. We're going with this one. That you look handsome in them. You really are getting disturbingly good at flattery. No, I mean it. I wasn't flattering you. You already fuss over me far too much. If you start complimenting me left and right, it's just going to wear me out even more. Besides, you're far too young for that. I'm gonna rewind because I want to actively... I'm not gonna do this every time, but... There we go. I was just thinking that you only wear them when you're here helping me study. That made me wonder if I'm the only one who ever gets to see them. True, I don't usually need them. What about it? Oh, nothing. It just makes me feel special. There we go. We don't wanna fuck up too badly. I'm not going out of my way to get the good ending, though. I'm also not gonna actively try to get a bad ending. It does. Yeah! Being special feels good. Why is that? Or is it something else that's making me happy? I don't really understand this feeling. Masamune really is acting just like he always does. In fairy tales, once the prince and princess kiss, they get married. Even I know that's not the way it works in real life. Masamune-san and I aren't just suddenly going to... yet. The scene from that night suddenly flashed in my head. Masamune drew me close, and... off-screen smooch. Which makes it even more concerning. We kissed. Was I the only one whose heart was racing during that moment? Even now, just thinking about what happened made it skip a beat. What's wrong? Are you confused about something? No, I understand everything. I was just thinking about when we kissed the other day. For some reason, Masamune-san fell right out of his chair. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Yep, I'm fine. Is that blood? Kinda. He must be really tired if he's falling out of his chair. I shouldn't have troubled him with the study session today. But I went to ask just to be sure. What? Do you think that kisses are special things? And seriously, is that blood? Sakura-san had blood on his hands when he was in here earlier. And now you have blood all over your pants. Is that your blood on Sakura-san's hands? Yep. But do you think kisses are special things? Of course they are. Oh, okay. So he thinks the same way as Sakura-san. Kisses are special things, and that was his blood on Sakura-san's hands. What's going on with that? Yes, I am adding in this bit. Huh? Well, wait a minute. Why? Does all this have to do with you kissing me the other night? The blood? Is that connected? Yeah. That's part of why. But, why did you kiss me the other night anyway? That's because you, Huh? No, don't blame my actions on her. That's gonna piss other people off. Sakura-san's words popped into my head. Kisses express your feelings to loved ones. If that's true, then Oh, now what are we going to do? I'm sorry. Huh? Oh, I don't even have to alter this line. It was wrong of me to do something like that to you without asking. No comment. And after I said I would never do anything to hurt you either. I'm really, truly sorry. I am an asshole. You said you thought kisses were something special. Koharu? But now he's apologizing to me and he said he shouldn't have done it? He's more saying he shouldn't have done it without asking, and I absolutely agree with him on that. Now, granted, knowing you, Koharu, if he had asked, you absolutely would have said yes. But the problem isn't that you would have said yes if he had asked, and he did it anyway. The problem is that he didn't ask. And also that your mental age is, bad. No, you should not be dating anyone at all. But some of these are worse than others. That means that kiss wasn't something special at all. It was bad. Oh my, I've had the totally wrong idea. Koharu, I'm sorry. I'm perfectly fine. off before he could continue. I know it was rude of me to interrupt him while he was just trying to apologize. But I... It didn't bother me one bit, so please don't let it bother you either. No, Masamune has a lot more fucking explanation to do other than the off-screen explanation to Sakuya. There's a reason why I keep saying why I keep doing the bit that I'm doing. Although, admittedly, Sakuya is guilty of crossing lines in his own route, too. Ugh. I don't want to hear him have to apologize anymore. All of a sudden, the atmosphere in the room turned tense and awkward. Ugh. Koharu. Yeah? I think I've fucked up so bad that we shouldn't be partners anymore. Huh? Why? Have I done something wrong? No, like I said, I fucked up. You didn't do anything wrong. I did. This is my fault, so I have to bear the consequences of my actions. You should bear consequences of your actions for once. You certainly don't bear consequences for your inaction. The consequences of that all rest on Senri. I haven't even gotten to the part that actually made me actually hate him. We got to the part where it made me uncomfortable. It's like, wait, Masamune, how old are you again? And how old is Koharu? That's a bit of an age gap. That's kind of uncomfortable. And like even back then, age gaps, as long as both parties were of legal consent to age, I didn't have problem with it. But now that I think about it more as an adult, and that I realize that now that as an older adult, where I realized that Koharu's mental age and maturity is not ready for this, despite being of age where consent is okay. Plus, Japanese laws are different. Consent is a much younger age there. It's still fucking problematic. As I get older, I see Masamune's bullshit as being even more problematic than I saw back then. And it's all the little things that add up to me not liking him. Plus, his route is lackluster, and even the good ending of his route is not that good. This will be the best way for me to keep the promise that I made to you. Promise? This was, like, maybe 2 episodes ago, maybe previous episode. So I guess I will read this one again. Koharu, I promise you, I will never do anything to hurt you, ever. Besides, I'm not allowed to single anyone on board out as special. You aren't allowed? Yeah. Really? Because you're definitely given... Well, no, you're not given... You don't provide consequences to Heishi and Nanami for ruining the kitchen repeatedly. So, I guess... I mean, in my canon, you let Sakuya castrate you. Because you fucking deserve it. Because you're a little asshole. Who crosses lines when he gets sugar drunk. Then why? Okay. Dissolving our partnership. I was the one who suggested it first, way back at the beginning. I was worried that I'd be an extra burden on him because I was so naive, but what he said made me think about things from another angle. Instead of just worrying about creating more work for him, I started wanting to help him. I wanted to be someone who could stand beside him and help him make his super busy life less hectic. I told myself I'd work to become that person. No, I shouldn't actually. In this case, it might actually be depression, so I will let this one go. No, I shouldn't get depressed. I shouldn't let the depression get me. I should look on the bright side. Now I don't have to worry about causing him trouble. It's important to make an effort and try your best, but some things are easier said than done. Oh yeah, this is probably actually depression this time. This was this episode. I'm not repeating it, even if it doesn't have the sepia flashback tone. Hey, there's that up. Wait a minute. Is it only the one hand that does the thing? Because only one of those hands is gloved. You getting a glimpse of backstory there, are you, Masamune? No, you're too busy smooching. I think it might actually just be the one hand that does it. At first, I had no idea what was happening. Masamune-san's lips were pressed onto mine. A brief thought of resisting flitted through my mind, but I could only manage a weak tap. I tried to shove. I failed. He grabbed my wrist to end that effort, and then pulled me into an even deeper, warmer embrace. Yeah, nope. The second the resisting of the kiss shows that she was not consenting to that kiss. This is not an okay kiss. The other kisses in the other routes, the other two kisses are consensual. Well, I believe it's been a while since I've gotten the kiss in the center route seems to be mutually consensual. The kiss in the Kakeru route, the first one was initiated by Koharu, so there might be some consent issue on Kakeru's end, where he didn't consent to the kiss, but he definitely, like, the second kiss that happened immediately after that one, that was mutually consensual. The third kiss in the Kakira route, Kakira initiates, but it's a mutually consensual thing. Even if Kakira's kind of a fuckwad bully. Dude's been through some shit. He needs therapy so bad. The fact that she was trying to push him away and did not want that kiss, that, I think, is part of my problem with Masamune. That moment is where things started being problematic. It's like, oh, am I actually on a bad ending path? Goes back, tries the other round, gets the actual bad ending from that. Okay, so that was the only option. I was right the first time. What the fuck? This is bad. What's going on here? And then the game keeps going on. It's like, okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh, this is uncomfy. Then I ran. Masamune's-san just fell off. Gah! And that even restarts the music. His voice, his expression, none of it seemed like his normal self. To be honest, the whole experience scared me a little. It made my chest tighten and my heart quicken. The moment that his lips touched mine, my mind went blank. I couldn't think straight at all. Instead, it felt as though my entire being was focused on one spot where his body touched on the spot where his body touched mine. It was kind of scary, and it made my heart pound, but I touched myself where he had touched me. Car, I'm gonna need to know where that is. Was it just your waist and the back of your head and your lips and everything? Or was it somewhere else? Because if it was somewhere else, then we need to just outright throw Masamune off the ship and make sure that somebody doesn't catch him and save his ass. Just let him go splat. Because it reads, even though nothing more than the kiss actually happened, the way that this has been edited definitely feels worse than the Vita version, which the Vita version already made kinda, like, it's like, oh, what line did Masamune cross? Do we hate him forever now? Okay, we don't hate him forever yet, but I don't like him anymore. This, it's made it even worse. It made it feel even more like he went further than he did. And this line makes me very uncomfy. Okay, my head, my cheeks, then, oh no. Okay. They felt softer than my fingers, I think. Softer and a little drier. My heart started beating faster. I thought other people might hear it thumping. I'd never felt this way before. Well, yeah, of course not. It was the first time I'd ever been kissed. think kisses are going to be something very special to me, too. But not to Masamune-san. He's a dick. This line I'm going to read again, even though it literally just happened. It was wrong of me to do something like that to you without asking. 'Cause fuck yeah, it was. It was just a mistake. If I keep this to myself, maybe it would be okay to just say one teeny little bad thing about him. No, say all the bad things about him, please. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Masamune-san, you're such a liar. He indeed is, but I don't think Kaharu realizes the extent. Kaharu, he apologized because he didn't ask for consent first because he was fucking wasted. In fact, if you had kissed him, he would have been beyond the point of consent. And then you would have been the one that was problematic. In fact, he was drunk enough that even if you had said yes to the kiss and he had asked, he might have been so drunk that accepting consent would be problematic in that point. I don't think that's a thing, but with some people, sometimes, I think it might need to be a thing. This shit's complicated. It is not simple. Always watch Yoko Channel. We need a fucking break from this shit. Oh. Blood type. Blood type again. Wow, we're the same blood type? This is the first time I heard of this. Well, it's not like we're constantly thinking about our blood types during our everyday affairs. To think these people and I have the same type of blood coursing in our veins. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. What are you saying? We could donate blood to each other if we get hurt, so it's a good thing, right? Maybe Senri's pessimism will be cured if he gets a dose of Heishi's blood. That's not how it works, Kakeru. You stop being a bully. Please describe your personality in one word. Cheap. Cheery, I guess. Oh, that's a good one. I choose that one too. People also say that I'm loud. Pessimistic. People are horrible. Other humans are horrible. Back to the regular scheduled awkwardness. Why does morning always come so soon? What's with the heavy sigh first thing in the morning? Oh, good morning, Senri-kun. Senri-kun hunched over and cast furtive glances around the room, although we're kind of outside-ish. He isn't here yet, is he? Yee-hoo! Good, now if you'll excuse me, please. Huh? Are you going to eat breakfast? I will, but I'll do it in my room. Why, it's so much more fun to eat together with everyone. I don't look for fun in my meals, but also that's not fun. Humans are horrible. The dining hall is loud. People keep dumping food on my plate. They keep insisting on talking to me. I can hardly eat with all of that going on. I'm going to have the Hyokos bring me my meals to my room instead. I prefer eating by myself anyway. Oh! I guess people even have different opinions on the best way to have breakfast. Still, if you go and eat your breakfast all by yourself, won't Kakeru-kun get mad at you? What? Don't do that, please. Don't mention his name around me. Definitely don't say it 3 times. Oh, man, you probably shaved a month off my life right there. Huh? Huh? Why? Did something happen between you and Kakeru-kun? God, you did it again. Don't do that. Do not do that one more time. Don't. Please don't. I beg you, do not say his name. I'm sorry. You ought to be careful around him, too. He's not normal. There's something wrong with him. Really? Well, since he's an expert just like the rest of us, that definitely means Kakeru-kun isn't normal. I thought it instead of saying it out loud. That should be fine, right? I've tried using every hex, curse, and jinx from all corners of the world on him, but not a single one of them has worked. He still won't leave me the fuck alone. Instead, I'm the one who winds up in worse and worse situations. Wait, could it be he's turning my machinations back on me? Oh, the horror. There has to be someone who could take that man down a peg. Could be God, or perhaps the devil. Oh, but it'll be too late for me if I wait for him to get dragged into the depths of hell. Sounds like you and Kakeru-kun are having a tough time together too. You say it 3rd time. You say it 3rd time. I told you not to say it 3 times. Wait, 2. You can't seriously mean that you're having. You can't seriously mean that you have Talia for a partner. He's a billion times better than you, Ika. Masamune-san and I aren't going to be pairs and be a partner anymore. Huh? Really? Yeah, maybe you should see if you could be partners with him instead. So even you can be a filthy liar sometimes, too. Huh? That one was way too transparent. You won't fool me with that. Without another word, Senri-kun turned around and walked away. Why did he call me a liar? Masamune-san and I really are going to stop being partners. It's his idea, damn it. After that, Masamune and I hardly saw each other at all. Although I spent most of my days hiding in my room, so I guess that only made sense. Today's finally over. The night I spent thinking about Masamune-san flew by so fast. Yet for some reason, the day I spent trying not to think about him glided along so slow. Should I go ask Senri-kun how he spends his days when he's all alone? I wonder, once Masamune-san and I aren't partners, will we not see each other anymore? Days like today might be my new normal. Days where I don't see him at all. Oh well, I guess it can't be helped. At least I want to thank him, though. Thank him for what? Making up my mind, I left the room and went looking for Masamune-san. I figured I probably would find him in his room at this hour. If I recall correctly, he and Kakeru-kun share a room. Oh, Hikaru. Girl in way. Hi, Mr. Atsukan. Hi, Mr. Hyoko. What are you two doing at this hour? Isn't it time for you to be in bed? Oh, this Yoko left something back in the dining hall. You want me to come along to go get it? I still say it can wait till morning. It's too important to leave. Too important. Too important. Can't. Must. I need it. I need it. I need it. I shouldn't have left it, but I need it. What are you out here for? I'm looking for Masamune-san. Ah. Masamune? No. Masamune. I saw him go into Ron's room not long ago. Ron's room? Oh. Thank you for letting me know, Sir Atakun. Good night.
gentleman's room, I think. Oh no, what if he and Masamune-san are in the middle of talking about important things? I wouldn't want to interrupt them. But I really want to thank Masamune-san. Coming. You're late, man. Late. Huh? It's a girl. Good evening, Ron. Oh, hey there, Koharu. Looking for Masa? The three drinking buddies. Yeah? Right now, he's off getting us some more sake. He's picking up something he forgot. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He definitely forgot it. That's not a lie. It was his turn. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Why don't you come in and wait for him with us? In the room? Yeah, come on in. I'm pretty sure this is the right answer. Masamune-san told me it's not wise to go into a gentleman's room alone. You don't know these things, but okay. I know both Ron and Itsuki-san are nice people, but I don't want to ignore the lesson Masamune-san taught me. You don't know that one of them is a nice person. In fact, in this route, you haven't interacted with Itsuki much at all, other than for... you haven't really interacted with him much at all, so you don't even know that he's a nice person in this route. And you've interacted with Ron even less. Actually, no, you have about the same amount, and no, you ended up with problems because of Ron. So, no. You don't know that they're nice people in this version of events. And one of them definitely isn't. Thank you, but I'll wait outside. Oh, come on, we don't mind. Come in. I'm sorry, I couldn't possibly interrupt. Well, whatever it is you were doing. Masamune-san will be arriving soon. I couldn't figure out if I felt more giddy or nervous at that thought. Masamune-san? Koharu? Oh! What are you doing here? You realize this is Ron's room, right? Ron and Itsuki-san said that you would be coming back here shortly, so I decided to wait for you. Oh, that's the happy face, so definite right answer, probably. Oh, geez, all of a sudden I'm nervous and I can't speak straight anymore. It's so weird. Why am I this nervous? It's only been a few days since we saw each other. I'm so glad you decided to wait out here. You going in there would be like tossing red meat to a pair of starving wolves. Especially since alcohol is involved. Does he mean Itsuki-san and Ron? That seems like a mean thing to call one of them. Probably accurate for the other. Well, you did tell me not to go into a gentleman's room. There's the bond up. Ah. Masamune-san smiled and reached out to ruffle my hair. With one touch, all my nervousness went away. My heart ceased just fluttering, and I felt warm inside. Yeah, I like being with Masamune-san. It makes me feel all warm and safe. You are such a good girl. She's not a dog, you asshole. A good girl? Sharp as knives, his words stabbed my heart. He thinks I'm a lost puppy. So, what did you need to see me for? I wanted to say thank you. Oh, for what? For teaching me everything you did. Thank you so much. I very much enjoyed the time we got to spend together. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Good night. I only spoke to him for a little bit. I could have saved it until tomorrow, really. Saying thank you was just an excuse, but I knew that all I really wanted was a chance to talk with him some more. But out of all the time I've spent here, I have the most fun when I'm with him. Oh. This is half flashback, half not. Masamune-san? Why'd you have to say we can't be partners anymore? It's not fair. It's too soon. Way too soon. You shouldn't have decided that all by yourself. I wanted to spend more time with you. So much more time. Was that all a dream? I played Masamune-san and bad-mouthed him. No, there was no bad-mouthing in there. You just whined and voiced your sad, which is not a bad thing. Always voice your sad, even if it's the result of the fuckwad's actions. I'm not a good girl at all. Koharu, are you alright? Mikoto-chan? Goodness, you're absolutely soaked with sweat. Wait a moment, I will bring you a towel. Thank goodness it was all just a dream. If I'd really said anything like that to Masamune-san out loud. Here. Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Should I fetch the Hyokos for you? No, I'm fine, thank you. That's right, tonight I'm sharing the room with Mikoto-chan. No holding back now. If you are not feeling well, tell me, even if you have to wake me. Okay. Mikoto-chan, I'm really really sorry about asking you those weird and improper things earlier. Do you mean about kissing? Yeah. Do not worry about it. That sort of thing is merely common gossip is all. Why did you even feel the need to ask in the first place? I just wanted to know if there was any meaning to kisses, that's all. I think I agree with what Sakuya-san said. Kisses are special things. I would not want to kiss anyone. Why not? Why not? Well, it is something that you do with someone that you love, right? I could not manage that. Oh shit, the yawns won't stop. Manage what? Isn't there someone that you like? Can't you imagine liking someone? No, I cannot. She can't what, I wonder? Was she saying that she couldn't fall in love? Or did she just mean that she couldn't kiss anyone? I didn't have a chance to ask her because she immediately pulled up the covers and turned away. Mikoto-chan was older, wiser, debatable, stronger than I was. She was also super reasonable and pretty. When she was talking to me about kisses, her voice sounded weak and unsure. It was hard to fathom, but maybe she was struggling with problems I didn't know about. Pretty sure that Koharu would not have the knowledge to use the word fathom correctly. Especially not in that context. Anyway, that was a really bad dream I had. No, it wasn't. I can't believe that I said that stuff to Masamune-san, even if it was all still a dream. I wasn't the good girl that Masamune-san thought I was at all. But part of me wanted him to keep thinking I was, so that's why I didn't say anything when he did, but... That's why I didn't say anything when he did, but he didn't say anything awkward. I didn't try to stop it, but I still blame Masamune-san for doing it. If he ever finds out what I really felt, he'll hate me for it. How long have we been going?
I'm gonna end this episode here, fellow dragons. Because this constant this bit that's about to happen, it's a bit that happens in pretty much every route. So, it's gonna be easier to skip it over the parts that are exact duplicates that occur in every single route. It's gonna be easier to skip over if it's at the beginning of the next episode. So I'll see y'all next time, fellow dragons. Take a break, because I'm pretty sure next episode, dream episode, dream episode, dream episode.